lifting your readers out of the marketplace. Now, as you're probably aware, if you've been listening to these podcast episodes, I am going through Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets book, and that is one of the things he mentioned you should do, is try and get your customer out of the marketplace. Now, you probably have seen Toy Story, and you probably have seen that scene where all the little aliens are clambering over each other when they're in the claw machine. We have this huge claw coming down, and it's looking to grab onto the aliens, and they're all fighting over each other to get picked up by the claw. And that is the way you need to think about your business. You need to think about your customers as those little aliens all clambering around, and you need to be the claw that's plucking them out and dropping them over into your community or some platform that you have full control over. Now, when you do have, your customers' attention, where they're only focused on you, when it comes to asking a question, it's you that they reach out to. When it comes to buying a book, it's your book. When it comes to maybe a training course or whatever, it's you that they are focused on. Everybody else in the marketplace, they're not interested in. If you're a romance author, when it comes to buying a romance book, you are the only person they think about. When it comes to reading a blog, your blog is the very first one that they'd go to every day, or how often you release your content. Now, you can do this in many ways. You can do it by showing up regularly in podcast episodes and in videos and maybe Facebook Lives and all those different things, but showing up regularly in front of that audience where you're almost like clicking your finger under their chin saying, hey, over here, don't be getting distracted with all that other stuff over there. You need to be spending your attention here with me. Now, this isn't kind of in a needy kind of, give me all your attention, look at me, and not having anything to show for it. This is more a case of, I have got great content over here. The content over there isn't as useful for you. In fact, it probably is going to point you in the wrong direction. It's maybe going to clear out your PayPal account. It's going to give you something that isn't going to work. It might work maybe for 5 minutes, but that piece of software is going to break down in a couple of weeks' time, and you're wasting your time. Now, if you can imagine you had maybe a cure for cancer, maybe you had a cure for baldness, maybe you had a cure for something, and there was a huge amount of people out there suffering with that problem, I'm sure that you would try your very, very best to get in front of that audience and convince them that you were the only one that they should be paying attention to, because you are the one that has the cure for cancer. You are the one that has the cure for baldness, or whatever message you have. Everybody else, you shouldn't be paying any attention to them, because you're the only one that has the real content or the real advice that works and that is going to make a difference in their life. Now, that's one reason why I show up here regularly, is because I know a lot of people are being duped at the moment. There are a lot of people who are coming online because of the coronavirus, looking to make money from home, and unfortunately they're finding these long sales letters that are promoting some business that can be built up in 10 minutes and that's going to make them a 6-figure income, or some piece of software that they can click every 5 minutes and it's going to print money out the other side. And unfortunately, a lot of those people are going to be duped. A lot of people are probably being duped with the lie that they can release 1 or 2 Kindle books and they're going to make a fortune, or that they can release a couple of planners or journals and again they can retire on that. And unfortunately they're being duped, and that angers me. It pisses me off that people are coming on and having their savings cleaned out and whatever, and it angers me so much that that's why I come on regularly, to kind of get my message out there, to get in front of those people before they actually make that decision and saying, hold on a minute, stop, just listen to a couple of these podcast episodes, watch a couple of videos, or take some of this free advice I'm giving you, try it out, see how it goes, and then when you see that I'm right, you'll probably come back to me again, because I want that community paying attention to me. Again, as I said, not in a needy way. It's because I have a message that I want to share with them. I don't want them making the same mistakes I made. I don't want them wasting as much money as I did. I don't want them thinking that they can maybe release one book or only write one blog post or do something every now and then that is going to make a difference in their life. I want to make a difference in people's lives. I want people to have larger bank accounts. I want people to give up their 9-to-5 jobs. And because of that is why I'm showing up regularly doing these videos. And when it comes to your marketplace, you need to be thinking like that too. You need your reader, again, even if you're somebody like maybe a fiction writer, you need to say to yourself, do I really want all my readers to be out there buying romance books from all these different authors who are kind of hiring people who are maybe non-English, who are writing low quality books, who are writing books that have poor characters, poor storylines, poor covers, all those different things. Do you really want your readers to be buying all those books? Or do you want somebody buying your book that has a better quality cover? Content is great, it's written by somebody who speaks English, you know, your storylines are brilliant, you spent a lot of time editing, cleaning up, making sure that your book was as professional as possible. Would you not want them reading your book compared to everybody else? Now you probably would. And that is why you need to pluck your reader out of the marketplace. You need to kind of put your hands on their head, kind of digitally turn their head in your direction and say, here, you should be buying over here, stay away from over there. So that's what you need to be doing. And I want you to think about that today. How can you do that? Again, if I've mentioned it in this episode, I've recorded this video loads of times, so I can't even remember how I began in this video. But if you want to find out a way to do that, what you need to do is you need to show up regularly in front of your audience. You need to maybe create podcast episodes, maybe do videos like I'm doing here, maybe doing Facebook Lives. Now, one of the easiest things you can do, and one of the most powerful things you can do, is show up regularly in someone's email inbox. Now, a lot of people unfortunately don't use email as much as they should, and they never get the results from it. Now, if you can imagine, if somebody is emailing you on a daily basis, they're showing up every day in your inbox, it's almost like they're waving to you and saying, hey, before you go buy that product, before you buy that book, click on this email and have a read of this first. Now, unfortunately, a lot of writers and bloggers think that it's okay to show up maybe once a week and once a month and expect to get their readers or customers' attention. Now, if you can imagine, if I only show up on a Monday, I've lost my readers' attention on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And by the time the following Monday comes along, they might have their head turned in a different direction. They might be walking in a different direction compared to me. And then when I show up on the next following Monday, they're not there because they're following somebody else. And that's why you need to get in front of your audience regularly, that you constantly turn their head in your direction, that they're focused on no one else and focused on you. So put that into action today. Maybe think with a pen and paper, get down, get offline, and think to yourself, how can I pluck my reader from the marketplace? How can I maybe build up a community, again, that I'm in control of, that's not on platform that I can't control, that could be taken out from under me? How can I build a community that I have full ownership of, so that I am showing up there regularly, that when it comes to making a buying decision, they're not looking around at any other fiction writers, they're not looking around at any other bloggers or training courses or any other platform. They're focused on me, because that is the safest place for them to be. They know they're safe there, they know that I am going to give them good content, they know that I show up regularly, that I pay attention to them. And by you plucking them from the marketplace, again, as I said, nobody else is obvious to them, and they're going to spend all their time, attention and money with you. So give that some thought today. Again, as I said, if you have a few pennies, grab Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets book and give a quick read through. There's a lot of great things you could be putting into use in your business. So as always, if you'd like to find this content, again, it is all over the web, because I want to be in as many places as possible. If you do a search for WriteCome, WriteCome.com, you'll find the content all over the web. Again, go to Google, go to Yahoo, iTunes, or whatever. The content is all over the web. And if you come over to the WriteCome site right now, again, WriteCome.com, you'll find a great free report on the main page, which is called Words to Wealth. And in it, I'm going to show you 10 different ways you can make money from your keyboard. So if that intrigues you, if that interests you, if that's something you'd want to try out, or if you'd like to be part of my little community, head on over, put your name in the opt-in box, and I'll send that report straight to you. So, as always, thanks for sharing your time again today. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.